Hello, this video is about writing equations of parallel and perpendicular lines. In this video you will learn about the relationship between parallel and perpendicular lines, how to write an equation of a parallel and perpendicular line using a graph, how to write an equation of a parallel and perpendicular line given a verbal description, how to write an equation of a parallel and perpendicular line using algebra. Here is a graph of a parallel and a graph of a perpendicular line. If a line is parallel to another line, then the slopes will be equal to each other. If a line is perpendicular to another line, then the slopes will be opposite or negative reciprocals to each other. A reciprocal is the inverse of a fraction, so it might look like if you flip a fraction. To find the equation of a parallel line, remember that the slopes will be equal. So if one line has a slope of 2/3, then so will the line parallel. Recall that the y-intercept is the point where a function crosses the y-intercept. The top graph crosses at 5, making the equation y equals 2/3 x plus 5. Meanwhile, the bottom graph crosses the y-axis at 2, making the equation of the line y equals 2/3 x plus 2. To find equations of perpendicular lines, recall that they must have opposite reciprocals. The first line has a slope of 2/3 and a y-intercept of 5. The equation of the first line is y equals 2/3 x plus 5. As for the second line, it has a perpendicular slope, meaning it will be 3/2 and a y-intercept of 3, so the equation of the line will be y equals 3/2 x plus 3. In this problem, we are asked to find the equation of a parallel line given a point and the equation of another line. Because the lines are parallel, the slopes will be the same. The only thing that we need in order to write the equation of the line is the y-intercept. There are several ways to write the equation of a parallel line, but in our first method we will use algebra. To find the y-intercept, we can use all the information we know and plug it into the equation of a line. So we will place our coordinates into the proper places and the slope we are given and solve for b, the y-intercept. After plugging in the numbers, we end up getting b equals 15. Now that we know the y-intercept and we're given the slope, we can now write the equation, which is y equals -8/3 x plus 15. Alternatively, we can create a sketch of a graph or use Desmos. The first step is to graph the given line. We will need to use rise over run to plot points. Next we will plot the given point, and then use rise over run to plot points and determine the y-intercept. Using a graph we can work backwards. If we use rise over run, this means we need to add 8 to our y, which is 7, so 8 plus 7 is equal to 15, and subtract 3 from our x, which is 3, so x will equal to 0. Recall that the y-intercept is the value of y, when x equals to 0, thus the y-intercept is 15. Now we can write the equation of the line. In this problem we are asked to find the equation of a line perpendicular to another line given a point. Because the line is perpendicular, we know the slope will be the opposite reciprocal to the given slope, meaning that if we flip 2/5, the perpendicular slope will be -5/2. Once again we need to find the y-intercept and will be using algebra to find the value of the y-intercept. Once again we will begin by substituting or plugging in the values given to us. And solve for the y-intercept. When simplified we get -2 equals -5 plus b, meaning b equals to +3. Now that we have the slope and y-intercept, we can now write the equation, y equals -5/2 x plus 3. Once again we can sketch a graph. When sketching graphs, the first thing we will do is graph the given line. Recall, to graph the given line we will need to apply rise over run to find more points. Next we will plot the given point, and then use rise over run to find more points. Remember, the slope will be the opposite reciprocal. In our sketch we can see that the y-intercept is 3, so the equation will be y equals -5/2 x plus 3.